How you doing, YouTube? Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. A little bit of a shelfie by me time in the form of Cigar City Brewing. It is their Guayabera. I believe that's how you pronounce that. It's a Citra Pale Ale. Yeah, this is 5.5% alcohol by volume, and it's relatively fresh. 5/28. This being July 3rd. Oh, it's going to have a little bit of 4th of July tomorrow. So it's a bit over a month old, which is about as fresh as we're going to get Cigar City stuff up by me. I've actually had this sent to me a couple times. I don't know if I've ever posted a review. So I already might have one of these up there. If I do, you're going to get doubles. There you go. As far as what it says in here, our brewers feel the same reverence and appreciation for the traditional Latin Guayabera shirt that we do for the Citra hop varietal, a hop that imparts notes of tangerine, lime, berries, and to this American Pale Ale. And that's pretty much it. I mean, little 12-ounce canner. Okay, styling. Typical kind of Cigar City. And done and done. So, let's see what this sucker has. Oh, there she goes. So, yeah. I was coming home. It's 4th of July weekend. I was coming home. I was picking up some bevies for the old wife. And, yeah. I was like, saw this. And I was like, okay. This kind of, it's not relatively fresh. It's low in ABV, kind of right up my alley. And she looks the part of a hazy, maybe a little bit darker than what you'd expect from a 5.5% Citra-based kind of pale ale, if you will. But, I mean, she doesn't look too shabby at all. Nice haze to her, a little bit of orange glow, about a quarter pinky finger of a head. Done and done. Let's get a nose. I mean, that citrus really does come through, and it comes through absolute orange. Absolutely, like orange, almost like orange tangerine kind of combination. It's very fleshy, not overly ripe and not underripe, and just about perfect. Smells very much like a soft kind of orange, juicy kind of drink, almost like a screwdriver, if you will, in a way that it has this kind of fresh, kind of orange juice vibe to it. But you can tell it's kind of washed down or kind of mixed with something else that kind of just dismisses a little bit of that overt kind of fruity sweetness. It smells really, really good, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah. At this point, I mean, you just get that beautiful, big, huge citrus. Maybe a little bit of soft, spicy character. It reminds me a little bit of like a wheat beer married with a saison, married with a pale ale, to be perfectly honest with you. She smells beautiful. Smells drinkable. Smells chuggable. All those kind of catchwords. Let's dive in. See what she's got. Cheers. Way less sweet than I thought it would be. That's a good thing. A little bit of bittering. Actually, a decent amount of bittering in there. Coming off a little bit of resinous hops on one end. A nice pithy citrus character on the other end. A soft mouthfeel. Nice, not super creamy, not super fluffy, not the best mouthfeel you'd taste in the history of mankind. It definitely has a bit of depth to it. And it really just rides that citrus portion of that Citra Pale Ale to its absolute hilt, especially at, 5.3, 5.5% alcohol by volume. It is just rich, delectable, giving you all the things you want from a relatively big hazy, but something that is a bit tidier and tight. I don't actually remember this being this hazy, come to think of it. I've had it a couple different times. And it comes off a little bit juicier, a little bit more kind of a traditional or new school kind of hazy than what I remember it being. Now, maybe that's a freshness thing. We used to get these, they used to be a couple months old. Now it's only a month old. You're talking about a smaller beer. Maybe that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm kind of digging this, especially for a just summer drinker. This kind of works for me. And the fact that it's distributed so close to me and I can get it so easily, it works for me. It works to me all day long. And that's pretty much it. I mean, citrus out the wazoo, a nice soft mouthfeel to it, a bit of bittering to balance everything off, the ever so slightest bit of dryness to make you want to go back for a little bit more. I mean, that's essentially what you want from a crusher. You're getting it all here. Is it one of the better pale ales that I've had as of late? Definitely worthy of being in a conversation, eking up there. I mean, not the best, but man, this is really good stuff. Especially, it's been a while since I've really kind of sat down with a Cigar City beer that wasn't like a crazy beer that was sent to me from a bunch of my Florida peeps. This one's quite nice. Value and availability. I want to say I paid $9 for a sixer for that all day at that price point. Leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like the new school kind of hazies, you want a little bit of bittering on the end, you want something drinkable, and you want a really well done beer. There's nothing as far as negativity in this beer, as far as off flavors or anything like that. So if you dig those things about beer, you'll dig this. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice hazy right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.